Tonight, you don't have to chase sleep. Just let these quiet truths find you. Here's the twist. Simply believing you slept well can give your brain the same boost as 8 perfect hours. Scientists call it placebo sleep, and it works even when the clock says otherwise. So get cozy. Fact 1 is already on your side. Full moon, your deep sleep brainwaves dip 30% and you lose about 20 minutes. No one knows exactly why, but closing the curtains and dimming the lights early keeps the lunar drama out of your sheets. While you drift off, cerebrospinal fluid rinses through hidden caves in the brain, flushing the same amyloid junk linked to Alzheimer's. Think of it as a slow midnight car wash. The less you fight rest, the longer the rinse. Sleep texting is a real thing. 1 in 3 phone owners is sent a garbled message after dozing off. Cure, park the screen outside the bedroom. If that feels impossible, airplane mode 30 centimeters from the pillow still cuts the urge. Hypnic jerks aren't omens. That sudden twitch when you're slipping away. Your brain just mistimed the shutdown signal to your limbs. Caffeine, stress, or an overstuffed day can trigger it. Breathe out. The fall feeling fades in seconds. You can talk in your sleep without knowing. Somniloquy peaks in childhood but sticks around for a third of adults. The chatter's harmless unless it turns into long dialogues. Keep bedtime consistent, and the monologues usually stay quiet. Sexsomnia exists but rarely visits. Fewer than 100 verified cases show up in the journals, almost all in males. If bizarre behaviors crop up, see a specialist. For everyone else, the rarity itself is reassuring. REM sleep is overnight therapy. REM dreams replay emotional memories without the stress chemical noradrenaline. You wake up calmer about yesterday's awkward texts. Skip the nightcap. Alcohol fragments this golden stage. Deep sleep is, well, kind of like the save button. Slow-wave sleep moves facts from those temporary notebooks in your brain into long-term storage. Students who nap after studying actually keep about 40% more detail. But if you cram until midnight, you end up losing what you gained. So it's better to just close the textbook a bit earlier. Placebo sleep works both ways. If you tell yourself, "I'm rested," your reaction times can improve even after just 4 real hours. The reverse is also true. Convince yourself you're shattered and, yeah, your performance tanks. So pick the kinder story. 4-7-8 breathing turns off the alarm. Inhale through your nose for 4, hold for 7, and exhale for 8. Do 4 cycles. That long exhale flips the parasympathetic switch and slows your heart within a minute. Do it nightly. The momentum builds fast. 6 breaths a minute is the sweet spot. 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out, that's 0.1 hertz, boosts heart rate variability, which, by the way, is the same marker athletes track. You can use a quiet fan as your metronome. Progressive muscle relaxation still beats apps. Just tense your feet for 5 seconds, release for 10, and move upward. A 2022 meta-analysis showed PMR cuts insomnia severity in half. No side effects, no subscription fees. Gratitude lists quiet the amygdala. Just jot down 3 things you appreciate on paper, not a screen. And blood flow shifts from those threat centers to the prefrontal cortex. Melatonin stays on schedule. Warm baths actually cool the core. A 20-minute soak about 40 minutes before bed spikes your skin temperature, and the drop that follows tells your hypothalamus it's night. Short on time? A hot foot bath works too. Blue block glasses help only if you wear them. 3 hours before sleep, not 30 minutes. Consistency beats intensity. Skip one evening, and well, the rhythm wobbles. Weekend catch-up sleep is partial credit. Sleeping in Saturday lifts your mood, but not full focus. Keep the extra snooze under 90 minutes to dodge that Monday jet lag. Pets on the bed cost 11 minutes. According to Mayo data, having dogs in the bedroom shaves 11 minutes off your total sleep. But you know, oxytocin boosts sleep quality. Cats tend to roam, so yeah, choose your nap buddy wisely. Almonds and kale double as night food. Magnesium in both latches onto GABA receptors like mild tranquilizers. Just a small handful about an hour before bed. More isn't better. Nightmares peak at 3 a.m. REM density spikes in the last third of the night. Try rehearsing a happier ending while awake. Imagery rehearsal can cut nightmare frequency by up to 70% in just 2 weeks. The bedroom should smell like nothing. Neutral odors keep your limbic system calm. If you really love lavender, limit it to 30 minutes before lights out so your brain doesn't start pairing the scent with being awake. Clock watching fuels insomnia. Every peak spikes your cortisol. Just turn the alarm away, it'll still wake you, no worries. White noise works because honestly, it's boring. Predictable soundscapes help shut down threat scanning. Fans or air purifiers, yes, but random ocean waves, not so much. Journaling offloads the overnight download. Spend 4 minutes writing tomorrow's to-do list and, according to Baylor, you'll fall asleep 9 minutes faster. That's an easy win. Couples fall asleep faster than singles. Touch actually synchronizes heartbeats and lowers cortisol. Flying solo? A heavy blanket can mimic that pressure. Naps are loans with interest. A 20-minute power nap repaid that night is pretty much free, but if you go past 90 minutes, you'll owe extra deep sleep later. Caffeine has a half-life of 5 to 7 hours. That 2 p.m. cup leaves a quarter of itself at midnight, so yeah, it's best to switch to water or herbal tea after lunch. The craving usually passes in about 2 days. Alcohol sedates, but honestly, it steals REM. Even just 1 glass of wine can trim REM by 20%. If you do drink, try matching each serving with water and stop at least 3 hours before bed. Sunlight before noon anchors the clock. Just 10 minutes outside within 2 hours of waking tells your brain the day has started, and melatonin release clocks in on schedule. Meal timing matters more than macros. Eating food within an hour of bed keeps your core temp high. If you shift dinner just 30 minutes earlier for a week, you might notice drowsiness showing up sooner. Weighted blankets calm the nervous system. 15 pounds of gentle pressure boosts serotonin and stills movement. If it feels heavy, start with 10 minutes and add time nightly. Anticipation of poor sleep can actually cause it. Worrying you won't sleep becomes the insomnia. Try renaming that buzz alertness. Breathe 4-7-8 and break the loop. Micro-meditations count. Just 3 mindful breaths every time you wash your hands trains the brain to pivot off stress. By bedtime, the path to calm is well paved. Yawns are contagious for empathy. Mirror neurons at work, really. If your partner yawns and you follow, your rhythms are syncing. So heading to bed together can make drifting off so much easier. The ideal bedroom temperature is 18 degrees Celsius. Cool air pulls heat from your extremities, dropping your core temp. If your feet freeze, wear socks. The torso just needs to chill. Nighttime creativity peaks right at the edge of sleep. You know, those insights just sort of pop up right before you nod off. So, keep a notepad handy, maybe just scribble down 3 words and then let it go. The brain actually relaxes when it knows you won't forget, which is kind of comforting, isn't it? Sleep deprivation, though, well, it mimics intoxication. Staying awake for 24 hours can slow your reactions just like having a blood alcohol content of 0.10. The cure isn't really more coffee. It's about prioritizing rest the next night, and honestly, no guilt needed. Also, blink rate drops during evening fatigue. If your eyelids are feeling heavy, you're probably closer to sleep than you think. So, lean into it instead of fighting with a bright screen. Melatonin supplements. They work best in tiny doses. Just 0.3 milligrams matches what your body naturally produces, while those store megadoses can leave you feeling groggy. Take it about 90 minutes before bed and treat it as a backup, not a magic fix. Consistency beats duration too. Having the same 30-minute bedtime window every night trains your brain better than 8 random hours ever could. Think of it as a standing date with your pillow. Oh, and your pillow smells like you. And that's actually a good thing. That familiar scent calms your limbic system. Just remember to wash your pillowcases twice a week to keep allergens down, but still hang on to that comforting you smell. Daydreamers tend to fall asleep faster. People who spin stories in their heads, well, they drift off a bit quicker. If you're not really the imaginative type, try picturing yourself walking every aisle of a grocery store, shelf by shelf. Laughter before bed, believe it or not, is a sedative. Just 10 minutes of light stand-up triggers endorphins, and then a gentle temperature drop as the giggles fade away. Keep it chill, though. Political rants definitely don't count. And the snooze button? It actually costs you dream time. Each press restarts the cycle without ever reaching that restorative depth. So just set the alarm for the latest possible moment and rise. The dreams you keep are totally worth it. You know, children's bedtime stories actually work on adults too. Those repetitive, safe narratives, well, they calm the amygdala. Just listen in the dark and let the reader's pace, gently pull you under. Sleep trackers, though, can create something called orthosomnia. Obsessing over perfect scores just fuels anxiety, honestly. So use the gadget for trends, not verdicts, and hey, take nights off completely. And the hotel effect? It's real, all because of novelty. Half the brain stands guard in strange beds. So bring your own pillowcase or scent. A bit of familiarity tricks the watchman into resting. Daylight saving actually disrupts more in spring. Losing just 1 hour in March bumps heart attack risk the very next week. If you can, double the morning sunlight and skip caffeine for 2 days after the change. The elderly need just as much sleep as adults. Seniors don't need less. They just fracture it, that's all. Naps and earlier bedtimes close the gap without any pills. And hitting the mattress after midnight, that shrinks REM. Every hour of delay trims REM in favor of lighter sleep. So aim for lights out around 10:30 when life allows. The dreams you keep really do lift tomorrow's mood. Rest is still rest, even when you're awake. Lying calm with your eyes closed gives you roughly half of sleep's cognitive payoff. Remind yourself of this whenever that I must sleep pressure spikes. The relief often ushers the real thing in. If any of these truths unknotted your thoughts, subscribe for more quiet science and, let the next video find you.